Tori and Zach Roloff talk about shocking and tragic miscarriage. Little People Big World celebs Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff recently opened up about the miscarriage that Tori had. The pair went deep into this traumatic event and how this tragedy affected them prior to the eventual arrival of Josiah Roloff. What did they have to say? Little People Big World. Tori Roloff had a miscarriage in 2021. Tori Roloff shocked the Little People Big World community when she revealed she had a miscarriage in 2021. Understandably, this was devastating news for Tori, Zach, and the entire family. The husband and wife recently revisited that family tragedy in an episode of their podcast, Raising Heights. The husband and wife have had a few years to heal, process, and do as much as they can to grieve and continue with their lives since that devastating loss. They welcomed Josiah Roloff since then, and have a thriving family of 5 in Battleground, Washington. However, that loss still weighs heavily on them both. LPBW. Tori Roloff and Zach Roloff open up about loss. The way Tori Roloff speaks of the experience, she said on her Raising Heights podcast with her husband. "I can remember just being so mad at my body after that. I had what was called a missed miscarriage, which means that my body didn't realize that the baby passed on. So I was left with the decision with how do you want to move forward, cause it had been 3 weeks, because that's where the growth had stopped." Zach Roloff chimed in as well about this harrowing experience, adding, 3 kids, you get kind of excited, you announce it a little earlier. You get a little bit more excited and you jump ahead a little bit. That's what I remember telling the TV people, the family. Little People Big World. Tori and Zach ruffle some feathers with controversial stance. Inevitably, while discussing their tragic experience with the miscarriage, the topic of abortion came up, which, by nature, is a dividing subject. Speaking on the matter, Tori said, "To me, when you get pregnant, that's a baby, you know, and so when we lost that baby, it was like, we just lost a part of our family." While many Little People Big World fans sympathize with what Tori Roloff and the rest of her family went through, not all of her followers are on board with her and her husband's position on the matter of abortion. After what Tori went through of losing her baby, she said, "I'm not okay with this. I don't understand how someone could choose to be in that room." Tori Roloff did as much damage control as she could without backing down from her position. Both Zach and Tori agreed that there are special circumstances where something like abortion may be necessary. Either way, when you touch on issues like this as a family in the public eye, some level of pushback is unavoidable. At the end of the day, Tori reiterated that these are their views on their podcast, and she encouraged her followers to listen to the whole thing to get the whole picture, rather than to form an opinion based on a few select sound bites of it. For all the latest Little People Big World news,